Yep.
Talk about scams. So what are some common scams that you guys have seen?
You're jumping right into it like that?
At least
It's a
give us some
scam, so-
Vaseline first. Shit. Lord, just jump right in it.
Carrie.
All right, so-
yeah, I say dumb shit.
I love that song.
What song?
No Vaseline.
No Vaseline.
There's a song called No Vaseline.
By Ice Cube?
Really? That's like an old school one.
Sing a little part of it for
Yeah,
us.
hit it, maestro.
No.
No, do it.
It's very inappropriate.
Let's
Whoa.
go. Just give us a little tagline. Give us a little tagline.
Come on, give us a little lyrics.
I can't.
No,
Do
but
you
she'll
need to
say,
drop a beat? How's the
"Pretty
beat go?
little baby."
How's the beat go?
Pretty little baby.
You don't remember that? You didn't see that video?
No, you guys
It's
have too much
getting
fun.
blanked out your green with no Vaseline.
It's getting.
Yeah.
Sing it though.
Have you? It's when Ice Cube originally separated
From Eazy-E and NWA.
Yeah,
I know
and
all
he
about it.
wrote a whole diss track to them. It is wild. We'll listen to it after the
Cube.
podcast.
I like Cube. There was a lady in the gym the other day with an Ice Cube shirt on, and I walked right up to her. I said, "Today was a good day."
Did she even understand?
She was like, "No comprende." Oh shit, man.
Welcome to the Real Estate Playground, where we cover everything in the realm of real estate with no fluff and no BS. I'm Todd Erickson.
And I'm Ray Evans. Bringing over 28 years of experience combined, we've seen the ups and downs, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between.
Join us as we take you for a ride through the real estate playground that's full of laughs, knowledge, and perhaps a few unexpected surprises.
So whether you're a realtor, home buyer, seller, investor, or just here for the hilarious stories, we've got something for everyone. Let's get into it.
All right, this is the Real Estate Playground coming at you today, and we're having a good time here. Today we're talking about real estate ripoffs, protecting yourself from scammers. And there's many different types of real estate scams. There's residential scams, commercial scams, and land scams, which land scams seem to be a little easier for the scammer to fool the agents or fool the buyers and sellers. Like, we've been a victim to that here at our firm.
Well, there's scammers throughout everything that we do, but
I think every day there's something. There's some
Yeah.
kind of call. There's some kind of email. There's some kind of spam email that goes out that people just. We had one of our agents a couple of weeks ago, like running around getting scammed and going to buy shit.
why?
Yeah, they played on their fears.
I would believe that. Yeah.
It's just so crazy because you're busy. You have 175 different things going on, and all of a sudden this thing from left field comes in. It's like, that's a baseball. Like that. Hell yeah. But you have to be careful. You have to be vigilant.
Well, I feel like we obviously have scams throughout our everyday lives. We've got stuff that is constantly coming in. But I think today, obviously, we're bringing as much focus into the scams and fraud alerts that we get within the real estate industry as a whole, because it happens to everybody. I mean, I've been getting it for the last couple of weeks just based off of the listing that I have on the market. I've been getting...
Tell me about it.
Yeah,
What's the
so
listing all about?
basically-
is it land
No,
listing, or-
so this is actually a residential listing, but it's not even just that. I feel like it's also the scams of the subject to letter of intent offers that are coming in, where obviously it looks like it's a legit offer and then you're taking it to your clients, but really what they're doing is sabotaging the owners of that home by making them seller finance. They only get a certain portion of their equity, but it
so
stays in
crazy.
their name. Now, I know a lot of our viewers might not know what that is. If you're a realtor or an investor in the area, you may know what that is. But basically, it's a way for them to take advantage of your clients, and your clients walk away with the bare minimum.
Yeah, and they walk away with a big pile of equity.
Absolutely. Yep. And that's why they're able to continue
It
to
happens
do
though.
it.
There are deals. There are subject to deals that are decent deals.
I got nervous.
I mean, I wouldn't say they're decent, but
Yeah.
they can work and they can sometimes facilitate a seller that's distressed. But we're getting these offers on properties that are 3 days on market with 16 showings, and and it comes
I've gotten
in. It's like,
17 of these offers.
okay, so
Wow.
so
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to say this on the air, but we're responsible to still present those offers. Are we
So
not?
I have actually spoken to my clients, and they told me they do not want to accept any
Right.
subject to
I
offers.
was actually talking to somebody. I think we probably need to make a disclosure for the firm on that since it's so rampant right now.
Good.
So
I
when
mean,
you sign up at the listing, you get that sign that says, if this offer comes in, this type of offer, we give you authorization to reject it on the spot.
make sure anyone who's listening to this that you're at least having an attorney review this or draft
yes,
it.
Yes, that's
We do not draft addendums here. I don't
Thank
know what
you.
you do in other
Thank you.
states, but we don't do that here.
Yeah.
Everybody keeps me honest. I'm going to draft it.
But it's not a bad idea. Honestly, I feel like because real estate is evolving so much, we've had so many issues, things have been changing. That's why the NAR settlement and everything was happening. I feel like it's something that we need in place to not only protect ourselves, but also to protect our clients. So that way we're not getting blindsided by these scams, thinking they're serious, thinking they're real, taking them to our clients.
They're real. Those companies are actually doing it, right?
Right.
Like some of those companies are acquiring real estate like this and the rights to buy and sell the real estate.
Yeah, but if you tell me that your name is John Smith and you're from
There's
India.
a lot of dudes named John Smith from India.
Is there?
Indiana.
No, it was not Indiana.
Oh, he's in India.
No disrespect on anybody. I'm just saying there's
No
those
disrespect on the curry.
But there's those factor things that you look into and you're like, that just doesn't make sense to me. And I'm not going to publicly put it out here on this podcast, but we obviously have tools that we're able to utilize here that allows us to be able to look into those things and do deeper research to make sure you are who you are.
It's the listing syndication, right? Because all of the information is just out there for everybody to view and see. And there's people that are, unfortunately, a lot of those people that are running those kind of outfits, they could probably own Fortune 500 companies.
Well, we're also vulnerable. We are extremely vulnerable because we put ourselves out there on the line. We're exposed to everyone. So it's extremely easy to blindside us and scam us.
Why?
Well, you think all your public information's out there when you're advertising these properties, yourself, your brand. So your phone number, your email, your name, whatever you're being recognized by, everything is out there to the public to be able to see. So how easy is it for me to come to you and say, oh, I talked to so-and-so about this, and all they got to do is go through your social media platforms to see who you're friends with, who you've spoken with, who you hang out with, things like that, and then use it against you.
And look, if they only hit like 5,000 people up for $25, they're making tons of money. We should get in on this.
Do you guys ever get like the random texts or the emails that are like, hey, thank you for your payment of $597 to PayPal? And I'm like,
that drives me crazy.
Freaking out, thinking
straight to PayPal.
Yeah, I'm
straight to my
immediately
bookkeeper's
looking.
office. Rebecca, what is this? Like, what is it? And then they kill your manpower too, because you have to investigate it or else you get a credit card statement in with $597 out of it. You didn't buy anything.
Well, I do like too that what we do here, and I'm hoping that other places do it as well, and let us know what you guys do on your end. But I like how when we as a whole, with our real estate industry here in the Onslow County area, we try to alert others when we've come across a similar scam to make sure everyone else is aware. I think there was one time where we had someone who it wasn't necessarily scam or fraud, but they were harassing our agents. And we're talking about how they were looking for a realtor in the Jacksonville
That
area.
weird dude, right?
It was.
Everybody talked to him.
Everybody did, including myself.
I called him,
Ray did call.
and he went high and to the right. Like he was.
But that's the thing. You guys don't realize we have tools too. We can find you.
I love that phrase. Do you want to hear that? My favorite phrase right now. I'll find you. I love that. It's so funny. I'll find you. You're trying to sell your house? I'll find you.
Didn't you say that you had a land scam a couple months ago?
Not me personally, but within the company, there was a really big one. Actually, they basically called one of our agents, said, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm overseas, and I'm at the embassy. And, they posed to be very official, sent some identification. And the agent did probably a really good job trying to get to the bottom of it. But I think they had to learn to be a little more diligent on that. So we put a policy in place now when somebody calls. You have to have a Zoom meeting with them, look at their identification, and match that up.
I don't know why we're not getting copies of their identification anyways and keeping that on file.
Actually, the agent did get the identification.
But I'm
and
talking
it
about
did
redundancy, something we're doing regularly.
Oh,
Right,
gotcha.
as part of a
I
checklist,
gotcha.
and part of a
Yeah.
system and process.
I gotcha.
No, we put those things in place. But if you call me up, just like right now, I'm selling a friend of mine's house. I don't need his ID. I know him for 25 years.
Yeah.
So it's just not something you
really
think about.
know him, though?
I do, actually. I know so much about him. Dude, if you're listening, you know who you are.
I do think that though, even though she had gotten the ID, if you look at their height and their weight and their hair
was so-
color,
dude,
it was like
so bad.
she was 6 foot tall,
6'5",
6'5", yeah,
6'3".
Model.
brown hair. She had like
Supermodel.
kitchen blonde hair. Like
Did you say kitchen blonde hair?
She dyed her hair in the kitchen. Like,
She like Harry off of Harry and the Hendersons with lipstick.
but you know what I'm saying? Obviously, when you get that, you don't look at that stuff. But when we got in there and just started playing around to like see what.
Well, we have
happened.
motivated agents,
Yeah,
right? When they call up, they're like they want to serve, they want to provide the best customer service experience possible, and
Yeah. And
they try to get it done.
And then after that, the registered of deeds actually started. They had put out
which they had a file
warning.
on them.
Yeah.
I heard they had a file on them with like 7 different
of the
pieces of dirt.
notaries
I'm like,
from the embassy. Yep.
Yeah.
well, and so I called into the board on that too, and I said, we got this register of deeds. Like they should have called the Jacksonville Board of Realtors immediately when they discovered that. So there has to be some open lines of communication.
Absolutely.
We're learning as we go, right? Like this,
Yeah.
unfortunately, the scammers are way ahead of us because we're trying to do honest, hard work, treat our people right, and do the right things. But
It's
the
not even
scammers.
just land. I mean, they're doing rentals on social media scams.
ever since
where,
Craigslist, like
Yeah.
and I'd like
Craigslist
to-
used to be really big. People would come in and be like, "Where's my keys?"
Yeah.
And we'd be like,
they're like, I sent a security deposit.
I'm like, "Bro, do you have an appointment?"
Well, and I want to tag onto that as well. So I know that
Security deposit.
we see it all the time on social media, mainly Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
where obviously we do a lot of our advertising
Yep.
because we know everyone is accessing Facebook throughout the times of day. But you have a listing on the market, but somebody else is out there advertising it as a rental
Yep.
under your nose. Unless somebody knows that that listing is listed,
Mm-hmm.
you got all these people that are seeking these rentals and they're like, oh, it's a great deal. That's a 4-bedroom house for $1,300 a month. But then all of a sudden we get notified that, somebody's out there advertising
A
your
scammer,
listing as a
scammer is
renter.
doing it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it just,
People show up at the houses and stuff, like ready to move in with their stuff, and like somebody else is living there.
yeah, I think
It's wild.
we had a situation, what was it? I can't remember who it was, but it was also land as well, where somebody was contacting them and found out that the other person was in jail trying to sell the land. And then the wife called and was like, the land is not for sale. And
And Ray's in jail, and we ain't
Oh
selling.
man, that's fine.
you didn't hear about that? Viewers, let us know if you guys have any scam or fraud stories you'd like to tell us. I'd love to hear somebody else's as well.
It just sucks though, because like people on social media, like Craigslist or Facebook or Marketplace, like any of those, when they do send that money, you can't get that
gone.
Yeah,
back.
it's
It's gone. And I mean, I know that like on the bottom of every attorney's office is like
Wire
fraud.
stuff.
Yeah,
It's like
wire
the
fraud.
major
like,
disclaimer.
Yeah.
Well, they put it right in the right in the offers now.
Well, it's
I
in,
think in the
yeah,
HGV,
it's in
everywhere.
everything because obviously that's why I do. If you're gonna wire, definitely make sure that you guys are obviously authenticating, confirming what those
Very
wiring
important.
instructions are.
Yep.
Because if
I
you're
make
not,
my clients go to the attorney's office to
Do
get the
you?
wiring instructions, or go to their institution and get it from them, or call their institution on the phone. We had a lady that bought a home. She relocated, sold her home, life savings, right? She was supposed to put a big down payment on a house down here. She goes to the closing, and they wrap everything up. And the attorney goes, well, we just need your wire. She's like, I sent that 5 days ago. And he goes back and goes, well, let me check. He comes back, no wire. The scammer had intercepted the email traffic somehow, superimposed that attorney's logo,
Oh,
made it look super official, and that lady sent the money, $62,000.
oh, I've seen $80,000.
that makes my stomach hurt.
But here's
Yeah.
thank goodness. The lady is so nice too. And she's an Irish lady, and she called it by her last name and said McCullen Luck. Like she just says she has bad Irish luck. But they did it like 14 times that day. That
So
same
she doesn't
scam.
have the luck of the Irish.
Well, she did actually. She did actually, because the FBI flagged all of these wires because there were so many wires on that day going to a specific account.
Oh,
Ding, ding,
She
ding,
got
ding.
lucky. We got lucky. Everybody got lucky.
wow.
Was she able to get the money back?
Yes, but it was a nightmare. She had to work with her bank at the time. I think it was Bank of America. It was frozen. Nobody would help her. She's like on the phone forever. It was.
Yeah.
I actually
She
just
modified her loan right there and closed on it like 5 days later, and then got her money back. So
Right.
I'm
Well,
very
at least
happy
she
for
got
her.
it back. That's a good thing.
Side note,
Lucky. She got lucky as hell.
Yeah, on Saturday, my card kept declining. I was like, "What in the world is going on?" And
Sorry, I
what,
charged it up that day.
my account, I
We
guess,
sent my
got
friends a bunch of boxes of stuff.
You're a mess. My account got hacked on, I guess, Thursday, and they sent me an email and sent me a notification, but I didn't open it. So within 24 hours, they locked my account. So I had to like go down there and
It's scary,
prove
though, right?
that it was me. Someone like out of Georgia tried to steal like $780 out of my account. Like a place called Lizard and Lollipops
Really?
in Georgia.
I bet that's
Yep.
fun. I bet that's hygienic.
A Food Depot place. Yeah.
Wow.
They're trying to buy some steaks.
Yeah. But I mean, it just.
They're trying to have a barbecue.
Those Omaha steaks.
And the only thing, like, I was
and
like,
grill up those
I
lizards.
was like going through like what I had bought, what I like. I usually, if I buy anything online, I usually send it through my PayPal so they don't have my direct information.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, I was.
The electronic
shocked.
world it can be scary.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, and that really is a tag off of our episode we did last week with AI and technology and everything that is able to be done nowadays. It is so easy.
The future is hopeless.
Look, and I am going to kind of correlate both of them together because now you've got those AI avatars that you can put on that can mimic somebody's face, or you can set an avatar that is an overlay of your face while you're speaking to someone. So that really comes down to like identity theft as well. Being able to mimic somebody else's face, someone else's voice, and then be able to get what you want.
It's terrifying.
Have you not heard about that?
Yeah.
Where they got the voice changers and now you can
it's
call
terrifying.
someone and try to be that other person asking for a request or this and that, or hey, Johnny told us to go and do so and so, and it's Gary on the other side,
just
not
like
Carolyn.
Yep. That's good.
No pun intended,
I'm about
Carolyn.
to call the office and act like Ray
Carolyn in the
Evans.
house.
The staff can have off all next week with pay.
Speaking of Ray,
Yes,
I
sir.
do
Yes,
actually want to ask. I'm not sure if our viewers can see, but he is wearing this lovely hat that is cracking me the hell up, saying "I pee in pools."
Yes, and I officially do.
I
will
want to
piss
know
in
the
your
story
pool.
behind this hat. Did you say I will piss in your pool?
Absolutely, absolutely. I have a couple too many drinks or something. I'm not getting out of that pool. I'm pissing right in, bro.
I am never
And I'm
getting
gonna
near
look
the
at
pool
you
with
while I
you.
do it and smile. And be like,
And then all you're gonna see is dark blue. Just
no, it's
Oh
not
my
true. It's
gosh,
not that
I love
blue.
that scene in Growing
I
Up.
generally stay pretty hydrated, so it's clear. You know. See, I'm drinking water.
Ray.
Drinking 10 of these. You don't pee in the pool.
No pool parties
Who-
with
who,
Ray.
is this a
you've already been at
saltwater
one.
pool?
I have not been to the pool with you.
You been to my pool party at my house?
I didn't come.
Well,
I have never been to your
Prude.
house except for when I'm dropping something off.
do you want to come over later? I need some administrative stuff at my house.
Well, if it's a saltwater pool, then I feel like maybe you could get away with it. People wouldn't even know.
No. Ew.
Can we take a poll? Like, who pees in the pool and who will admit it? So you just don't know. Like,
Please.
Actually, it's a great conversation piece because people see
Please.
it and they're like, "I won't want to stand by you." I was wearing it one time and the guy goes, "The guy said something really goofy." And I was like, "What the freak is this guy talking about?" And he's like, "Oh, your hat." I was like, "Oh, okay." It was really offensive what he said. I was like,
What were you
"Screw
going to say,
dude."
Carrie?
What?
What were you going to say?
If you
She wants to come to my house and pee in the pool, I think. Is that what you were saying?
No, if you comment on here that you pee in the pool, I'm reporting your whole account. Like I'm reporting
It's
you.
like inappropriate action. You're going to go to Facebook jail for 7 days if you say
Just
it.
in there, like just reporting people.
What
thank
was it
you.
she
Thank
said?
you. I like it.
Guilty.
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 Oh, my God. Southwest.
Every picture he posts this year of him in a pool, I'm gonna put guilty on there. Ask him where he got the hat from.
I think you got it for me.
I did.
Oh, that's
Did
right.
you?
I did.
Right before I went on that Miami trip.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that was awesome.
I love how every time her and I agree on something, you say Southwest. Like that's supposed to hurt our feelings.
It's pride. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings.
I got pride. I got power.
I'm not making fun of you. The power.
I don't think I
Robot
had
part.
pride. I was only there for a year.
Really?
Yeah, I went to Swansboro High before that.
Hey, look. I lived in a trailer in Southwest, dog. $575 a month. 3745 Burgall Highway. That's where I lived. Now,
Period.
say something. You know who was my neighbor? You know who lived behind me?
Keith.
No. Sharon.
Really?
Sharon and Joe lived behind me, dude, when I was a young Marine.
Wow.
I used to go over there and party. Sharon hated my guts back then, dude. It was awesome.
She has told me a little bit about that story.
Yeah. It wasn't my fault.
Where's the cricket sound? Crickets. Oh, it's too late. Oh. Party foul.
I had my face on the microphone, too. Party foul like pee in the pool.
Yeah.
Glad we can make fun of each other.
You're not making fun of us. We're making fun of you.
I'm making fun of you too, Southwest.
It's not bad.
All right. So what do you guys think about like the bait and switch scammers? What are you guys' thoughts on that?
You're talking about like low price and then they try to flip you into something more?
No, well, that or where you're trying to sell one thing and they're trying to sell you another. No?
I need some more context.
I
on that.
haven't experienced that.
Any bait and switch?
Well, we know bait and switch is not permitted
Right.
ethically, right? Like that's a problem.
Has anybody else had any bait and switch scammers in their areas? Leave us some comments. We'd love to hear about it. Oh, I guess we really haven't had anything like that here for the most part, at least not that I've experienced. So
There's bait and switch, but I don't know. I've never been a victim of it.
So what would you put out there for our viewers and our listeners as far as warnings or red flags to watch out for when it comes to scammers or fraudulent activity?
Somebody that doesn't want you to see their face.
Yeah.
That's a problem because
Definitely.
no criminal wants their face seen.
Yeah.
Well, I would say
You
that,
can
or doesn't
identify
want to meet you publicly.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to meet you publicly, has to email you or WhatsApp you. When I start hearing that, I'm like, pfft.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've used WhatsApp to communicate with
Yep.
buyers and sellers that are like overseas or on the ship or
Yeah.
something like that. So you can't just discount it. But when I start hearing that, that's definitely a red
Yeah.
flag.
Yeah. I would say too, I think, like I mentioned it a little bit earlier, where you may have a listing that's super high price, but somehow someone has decided to advertise it as a rental for a very low
Yeah.
amount. If you can
It's
see
like
this,
someone else, though, not like a local person.
right? But I'm talking about price wise. To me, I feel like that would be a red flag or a warning sign. Is that if you can tell that 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath should really
It's
be
gonna
over
stand out.
2,000.
But dude, that's how they get them.
But that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Because people get excited. They're
There's
looking.
a lot of naive people. They're just like, especially the young military in this town. They're
and
like,
they don't know what
Four
rentals go
bedroom?
for. Or
Yeah.
it's like their
Yeah.
second rental or the first time they've ever rented
I
a
would
home.
say if you are looking online like Facebook, just look at what's around like the other listings. And if it's just too
Yeah, the
good to be
vicinity.
true, then it probably is.
But
So,
that's the biggest thing. I think it's really just
Common sense.
asking and questioning, because that would be why I said what I said. I mean, it's one of those things where I want to put that out as a warning sign. If you are not fully aware, if you can look at a house and you can ideally tell that it should be worth way more, why are they selling or renting it for less?
Right.
Clearly, there's some kind of warning or flag there that you need to question.
yeah. What?
No, they could have messed up neighbors too. Then maybe they lower the price.
Or do a quick sell.
Yeah.
Just trying to get out. Got to get up out.
That happens too, though.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you right now, no offense to any of my realtor friends out there, but that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to do a quick sell in a neighborhood, you are depreciating every other person's value around you. You've screwed over your neighbors because maybe they were going to sell next month for this amount, but now you've done sold yours for almost
Because you had a
87,000.
situation that you had to roll real quick or
Right.
something. And
But
I think
they
that's
should take it into consideration when they pull for a comp that it was a short sell,
Well,
correct?
well,
No,
we were
not a
talking
short
short
sell,
sale,
quick
definitely
sell.
short
Oh, a
sale.
quick sell.
Yeah.
I thought you said
Well,
a short sell. Okay, never mind.
an
Disregard
astute-
my comment.
An astute appraiser is going to call you on that though and say, Ray or Todd, this doesn't look right. Why was this? And you go, well, because
When I worked
the
for
guy was running from the law and he had to get the hell out of
Oh
town.
my gosh. When I worked for my old boss, when we had two that happened that way, and we put in the notes that it was a quick sell because of a situation or something.
Yeah, so
just so
it-
they try not to use that as a comp.
It shouldn't mess up the comps when the professionals are running them, but sometimes if it's
I did have an issue with that a couple years ago where someone had done a quick sell in the neighborhood and we were trying to sell at regular value
Right.
using other comps. I don't know what happened in the mix of it all, but somehow they utilized that quick sell property as one of the comparables.
Right.
And I had to rebuttal it. I mean, we had to go to the appraisal board
Did you
and
win?
explain.
You
Yeah,
had
we
to
did.
go to the appraisal board, or
We
you
did.
did like a reconsideration of value.
No, we did not do a reconsideration of value. I actually
Right to
called
the appraisal board.
I did, yes.
Wow.
I mean business.
He's
don't,
not playing around.
Don't play with my properties.
Period.
One of the principles that we operate on here, and you guys have probably heard me say it before in some of the trainings that we conduct, it is unacceptable for me to leave my seller's money on the table.
Right.
That
Well,
does-
because our
that
job
doesn't-
is to protect
That doesn't
them.
mean overpriced properties, but we study them. I mean, how many hours do we sit there and go back and forth before we,
Yep.
so we won't leave your money on the table.
I definitely won't leave your money on the table because I want you to
He'll
use
grab
me
it.
again. Use me. Use me to sell your home. That sounds so bad, right?
I just, you know what?
You know what? I'm giving myself an applause for that because I deserve it.
I like it. Can you do it again? Can you recreate that moment?
No, because I feel like it's going to get turned into a meme. Use me.
I'm in a singing mood today. Use me, because you ain't that average groupie. Makes a lot of trouble begging for a piece of that. Look at that rock video. Oh, sorry. I'm going out of town today. I'm excited.
All I
Me
can
too.
think of is like,
Where you going? You going to Virginia Beach? Nice. I'm going to Cleveland.
Cleveland, Southwest.
You guys should come to Cleveland with me once. We should do the podcast right from my living room.
Work expense?
Yeah, let's do it.
are you playing for the plane trip?
I
That's
would.
what I said. Work expense.
Well, we wouldn't take a plane. We'd probably get like a party bus or something, or like a
Party
like a
bus
Winnipeg.
all
No,
the way
no.
to
If I can
Cleveland?
drive
Yeah, dude.
to Ohio.
How far
It's
is
a
it?
10-hour drive,
Oh, that's easy. Easy day. Anything under 12, easy.
which
It's
I'm
an
not a
easy
big
day
driver.
depending on who you're with.
You have to take a
I'm not being
Winnebago.
stuck in a car with Ray Evans for 10 hours, especially if he's driving. I will drive the whole 10 hours.
You know, I'm really
we get
sensitive. This is
can we
starting to
get
get
a mini-
hurtful today.
Can we get a minivan?
Yeah, why not?
Things are so nice.
Conversion van. I want to get me and a buddy of mine. We stopped the other day and we saw a really nice. It was a Ford. It looked like the Mercedes Sprinter vans. I want to get one for the road trips.
That would be dope.
So anyway, podcast. Right from
Podcast in
Cleveland. We'll have a great time.
It'll be fun.
So we can take this show on the road.
Yeah.
So instead of local, now we can be coming at you.
And we can interview the Cleveland agents.
I know a bunch of them. There's a bunch of guys down there.
You
that
want
do
it
that.
to be broadcasted?
Then I'm down for it as long as this is a multi-trip use where we take field trips to other places and interview other agents like
I think that would
Miami,
be a great
Florida,
idea. Let's
and
do it.
Los
Oh my God, let's go to Miami.
Angeles.
You know what? Cleveland.
I want to go to Colorado. If you're an agent in Colorado,
Cleveland is canceled. We're going to Miami.
say less.
Say less, exactly.
I mean, that could be fun.
You know, I was even
Yeah, think
thinking
outside the
about
box,
England
right?
too, like when he goes to visit his son. I really think we should go and interview the England agents as well.
Yeah.
When I go visit my boy, I think they sell real estate differently there, though.
That's okay. It's an interview for us to figure out what other
I bet
agents
there's a-
do.
I
in
bet there's-
their
I bet there's a
area.
remix.
It's about the broadcast.
We could do it. We could do it. We could like walk around the soccer venue with microphones and
All right,
headphones.
you guys, you heard it
If
here
you're
first.
if you're in a different state and you own an Airbnb and you will host us and we
Send
will
us
put you on our
$17,000.
podcast.
Sorry. Don't send us anything. Just invite us.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
But I would still love an Airbnb.
I want to go to Colorado or Montana.
We're just gonna rough it.
Can we go to Alaska?
No.
Why? I really,
Have you ever lived in Alaska?
She's trying to.
I have never been past Texas.
She's trying to sell igloos.
Is Arizona past Texas? Or
Yes.
yeah, it's like
It's further
this
away.
way,
Yes.
right? It's like this.
Arizona is incredible. I had a great time.
I went to
in Arizona.
Scottsdale. I went to the Giants spring practice training. Yeah.
Baseball.
Baseball. I was
I like-
asleep. I actually drank a little too much that morning at brunch, and I was like,
Yeah, that happens.
Those
sometimes.
mimosas.
and I got sunburnt.
Dollar mimosas.
I like baseball too.
I know baseball too.
What is this? But no, I have been in Alaska because that's why I was telling you I was taking my flight lessons and stuff whenever I was up there with the Cessna planes.
I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
I took a physical and I took a test flight and I passed the eyesight thing. I just have to go do the application and start locking on hours. It's unbelievable. They just let you get in the plane and fly this shit. I was scared to death. The dude's like, here you go, crank this up, move that nozzle. I'm like, okay. He was gonna let me land it. I was like, no, dog. You
Landing, I think, is easy. To me, it's
Dude, I was terrified. I was like,
really.
at first I was in there and you start hitting that turbulence and she's like, I'm like, I calmed down though. But I almost was like, yeah, fuck around, I'm doing this. Like I was that close
Could you
to
jump out of the airplane with?
Oh
a
hell
parachute?
yeah.
Nope.
Hell yeah. I actually have.
Nope.
I did
nope,
it.
Nope.
When?
I did it. I did it years ago. I was doing some soul searching and I
In
just
the air.
That's
actually, dude,
You left a soul in the air.
it's actually one of the most peaceful moments that you'll ever see because you have new perspective. And the whole reason that I did it is because I was in this sales training and they were like, if you want to get into 1%, it's not about making, and you have to make the calls because I preach that, but I got on the line. He's like, what do you want to accomplish? I was like, I want to sell 700 houses and I want to call 5,000 people. The guy's like, shut the fuck up. I was like, I was at my holier than thou stage of my life back then too. And I was like, no, he did not just talk to me that way. But I listened,
And we did not judge.
and I did not judge. I opened up my mind to new perspective. And that was just one of the things I decided because not a lot of people are willing or able to do that.
Yeah.
And I was so happy. I was never happier in my life to be strapped to a man's back. I was like, you got me, bro. I was like, I put my hands up. I was like, oh, dude, thank you, bro. But look, here's the thing about it. Here's the
I
thing
would have
about
loved to have seen a video of him go.
I have the video. I have the video. I'll show it to you.
Oh, exciting.
I'll straight up show you the video. And here was the greatest thing about it. Once you leap, there ain't nothing you can do. And that's the perspective.
That's why my
It's
ass
like-
ain't leaping.
It's like start a business. Go for it. Everybody's always like, "Hey, I want to buy a house. Just don't get scammed."
But see, if I jump out that
wanna buy
plane
an
and my
investment
parachute
property.
doesn't open, I ain't opening up no businesses because how it's gonna be like.
Well,
dead.
then it was your time to go. You have more of a chance to pull out here on Western Boulevard and get creamed.
That's true,
You
but
know?
at least I didn't see it coming.
Yeah,
You're literally watching you all the way.
Dude, it's an
I
incredible
better have a heart
perspective.
attack in there.
yeah. You're like free flowing, and the guys are like the guys that do it all day every day. I'm like,
There was a video I saw where this lady, she was just enjoying herself, and all of a sudden her teeth just went that way.
oh, nice. Yeah, no, I was like probably 50 pounds heavier than too. Like, I was flying through the air like a
Get it
groundhog.
in
Like,
slow motion.
so I started like, but dude, when that parachute hits, when they pull a chute, and you're just like, everything stops, dude, and it's like,
But I feel like I would
The
be a
adrenaline's
nervous
insane.
wreck because the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
time I'd be like, are you going to pull it? Are you going to pull it? Pull it. Pull it.
he's like, stop trying to pull that. I'm sorry, you just want to pull something.
I think honestly, it
was the coolest
That's
thing
my
ever.
biggest fear. I am not a fear junkie or adrenaline junkie. I'm terrified of the what ifs. I have always been a chronic worrier of the what ifs that if I jump out of a plane, I'm either going to catch the plane and the propeller's going to get me, or two, I feel like my parachute's not going to open. If I bungee jumping, my fat ass is probably going to break the rope and I'm going to hit the rocks at the bottom. I'm terrified.
There's a
You don't have to be scared. You don't have to be scared anymore, Tom.
Will Smith actually does a speech on jumping out of an airplane. You should listen to it.
Does he?
Yeah,
I'll have to check it out.
It's really good.
Well, I think about
It's
too,
just
like,
basically like on the other side of fear. Like you're standing in this
Yep,
plane, and once you take
Oh, I was
the
scared.
leap, it's like
I'm like,
the only way
edging out
it's
on
going
that
to
bitch.
happen is if you're holding a gun to my head. That's the only way
Say
I
less.
would put myself in
You
that
got a
position.
Glock?
Hell yeah,
You
man.
got a Glock?
I don't have a Glock, but I got some homeboys that got a Glock.
Sound like Medea. She's like, if they got me, I'm gonna go home and get my Glock.
What's really crazy is that, they take up like 8-10 people, right? And like one dude jumps off and then the plane's like, like it's just the weight and shit. It's like, if you're not used to that, you've never done it before, it scares the shit out of you.
But think about like
just
even,
my luck. I'll slide out the door.
but like bungee
They got
jumping.
safety
I
latches
think
and
to
shit. It's very
myself,
safe.
if you were to bungee jump and I were to bungee jump off of the same rope, right? You're not going to go down as far as I am. Like, how do they know how far that rope is going to expand before you hit below?
I wouldn't
There's
bungee
so
jump.
much
I always
distance.
feel like I'm always going to come back up and hit the bottom of the bridge. Bam, dead.
Yeah, the bungee jumping thing is not. Yeah, I'd rather have the safety protocols of the parachute than the bungee cord. I zip line across something really cool and scary, but
I get a little nervous about ziplining as well. And I was just listening to
You're
one of our
just nervous.
agents. I am.
you're opening up to us today. This is so nice to get to know
Well,
you.
it's already making me flustered just talking about it because the other day we were talking to one of the agents. She was talking about how they had
These
went
agents, they do stuff.
on a birthday trip and they had went ziplining, and she was talking about how they had all these additional instructions, how she had to hold her hand up here but make sure not to have it clip the rope because your hand will get caught and it'll burn everything off. And she's like,
your skin off.
and then you had to do this and you had to do that. And she's like, the whole time I'm like, so she's like, she got to the bottom and she wanted to take her gloves off. She wanted to make sure her hands weren't burnt. I'd have been terrified.
Crazy. There's just too many rules.
But I feel like Ray would be
Like-
like, look at all the trees.
Why would I be like that? Look at all the trees.
I don't know. You were
Were we
telling me
smoking
you're-
weed that day? Were we getting high in the forest? How high were we at the forest that day?
Ray would be going down it with his legs spread open like this. Like-
Hell yeah, feel the breeze. Feel the breeze.
pulls.
I'm free, daddy. I'm free.
Wow, he is on it. He's like, Daddy, I'm free, and I've been strapped to a man before.
Hey, man, no shame in my game. No shame in my game. That dude is very comforting. Very
See,
comforting.
I knew this was going to happen. We are so off topic here. I
Yeah,
apologize
but dude,
to our
this is the
listeners and
We're not.
viewers.
We're talking about scams.
yeah.
bungee jumping and jumping out of planes is a scam.
Well, you have to take a risk. We're talking. It goes
Not
back
that
to
kind
the,
of risk.
It goes back to the risk taking, right? Like you're taking a risk by making that phone call saying, "Hey, what's going on?" With
I
this
love how we
Yeah.
could just convert it back into what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Made sense, right?
Yeah, man. Everything
Yeah,
makes sense.
and if it's
everything
cheap-
works together, man.
If it's
Everything
cheap
works
to
together.
go bungee jumping or skydiving,
Yeah.
it's probably a scam.
I honestly think
Hey, bungee jump off this 5,000-foot cliff for $29.99. Send me
should
the
be
money.
free,
Send it to me
honestly.
via Cash App.
you got Venmo.
Yeah.
What about Zelle?
Zelle.
That is a lot of buyers are starting to do that
the
for
electronic
their
payment.
due
Ugh, I
diligence.
hate
Yeah.
it. Just bring me the check.
Well,
please.
but it is.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. Just like what we were
convenient.
saying last week, it's getting with the times. We talked
Mm-hmm.
about how older agents, if they don't catch up, they're going to get left behind. It's the same thing. It's just the advancement that we went from book real estate to now everything
Yeah.
being online.
Why'd you put it on me when you said book real estate?
No, I'm putting out
I
there
don't
what
know
we
because you're like
discussed. But I'm
50.
I'm a little.
But I'm talking about the fact that we are now going from paper checks, certified checks, cashier's checks, to now we're doing all online payment through PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. What else is there? I feel like
There's so much. Chingy, Chime.
chicken to China, the Chinese chicken.
You have a drum.
I
Stick
don't.
and
I
your brain
push
starts
it.
sticking. Watching X-Files with the
I'll tell
lights
you-
on.
Oh, I think it's time for the real estate name drop.
Oh yes, it's the real estate. Meow meow.
Oh, I don't even know where it's at. I was gonna do something.
Real estate
but-
name drop. I'm gonna start calling people's names. You're gonna be like Green. I'm gonna be like David Thompson.
I found it.
Good job.
Every time that
Look,
goes
y'all,
off,
these
I
things
think
are
of like
really hard.
DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled.
And another one.
Hashtag he pees and pulls.
We're off the hook today, guys. We're off the hook.
Yeah,
This is so much fun. I love this.
All right, so who's gonna start it?
not me.
Nobody.
All right, so real estate name drop. Give me some parameters. Like, what do you want? Like last week, we did a couple.
Let's just go for it. We decided we're gonna also call this like hashtag Let It Out Fridays.
Cool. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Wall panel.
No, don't got it. don't got it.
Got it. Is that like a point for me if I win that? I won. All right, let's try your carry. You ready?
Okay.
You ready?
I'm not good at this game.
Banister.
Stairs.
Hey,
What
that's
did she
pretty good. Stairs.
Oh,
That's pretty good. That's
definitely on the head.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That was impressive. You impress me most of the time.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I love how they love each other. It's perfect. What is it that she said in the very first episode? That's questionable.
That's questionable.
Well, I love her. Whatever.
All right, Carrie, I got one for you.
Okay.
Hope you mess it up. Todd's gonna win this one.
Okay.
I'm running interference here.
Okay.
I just so want to do the censor so bad. All right, you ready?
Yep.
I need a censor in my life.
Okay. Carpet muncher.
Okay.
I don't know. Don't ask
Carpet muncher. That reminds me of that thing at Chuck E. Cheese, the ticket muncher.
Well, because I tried to think of myself, okay, carpet is real estate related, but then I wanted to throw a zinger in there to see if you were
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
not going to.
All right. Are you ready?
Lead us down a really freaking funny road into
right.
the show. But
Look, I respect everybody and myself the mostest, so I'm keeping that part in.
I admire that about you, sir.
All right. You
Thank
ready?
you.
One of the things I absolutely adore about you, bro,
Is what?
that you fucking
That I
love
like.
yourself and you don't take no shit from nobody.
Yep, that's true.
I'm gonna cry.
Why?
Cause that's sweet.
Oh, because now we're loving each other.
What are you doing later, bro?
I'm peeing in pools.
Yeah, me too, bro. Me too.
I will not be there.
Actually, where I'm going, there's no pools. It's 57 degrees.
I'm gonna
not
give
getting
you
a pool.
one. Ready?
Oh, you're gonna give me
Yep.
one? I just have to make sure. Okay.
Okay. Ready? Chimney sweep.
Nope. Nope. We did that one last week.
Did you?
Yeah.
Sweep. Weird guy that does them. If you ask me, chimney sweep. That's what I say. Like,
Weird
you know, the
Al.
chimney sweep guy's kind of weird. Like,
Soot busters?
I don't know. There was a guy that did them. He's a little weird.
Okay.
Years ago. I'm old. I'm an old head.
Carrie, you got to do a different one.
You guys suck at this game today.
God.
Okay.
Who are you doing this for?
You.
All right, let's go.
Stop it.
Shut up.
See, I feel like
That was
I don't
good.
know why it's not working today.
It's just working. We're just a little slow today. That's all.
It's
I was up late. Up early. Try it again. Give me again.
yeah.
Who you want me to?
Okay, I'll give you both one.
At the same time?
At the same time, and you got to blurt it out.
Okay. You
I
ready?
feel like every time I throw something out, you tell me it's a bad one.
No, go ahead.
I don't know. Okay. Garbage disposal.
Colander.
Fire. Why is it so funny though? That's like,
so
honestly though, why is it so funny?
It's so funny.
It's so funny, but I don't know why. It's just funny.
I
Because
think
we're funny people.
there was another podcast that was doing something like similar to this, and it was extremely humorous. And I was like, okay, well, why don't we just throw it in and see if we can do it real estate related? Clearly, I'm going to put it out there, America, and to our listeners that real estate related, real estate name drop does not work. I feel like it's a little cheesy.
Nah, we're working it. It's working for us. That's all that matters.
We're good at everything we do, so
That's a
I don't
fact.
really care.
I'm not good at fixing stuff.
I am.
Like around the house. Yeah. No.
You could fix broken hearts.
I can fix a lot of things.
Okay. Let's talk about real estate and football. You know, it's only 5 months till football season. I love football.
I never got into football.
Really? You look like a football player.
Well,
dude.
that
You
was
should
the
be
thing.
playing some linebacker, dude. Like you
So
big dude.
funny story.
Get in there,
That was
Todd.
the biggest thing
Hit
growing
him.
up. My mom was always asked by the coaches, put him in football. We want him on the team, this and that. Because obviously they call me calves. I've had calves for days, my entire life.
Like your whole life, you just had big calves.
Todd, Christian saw him the other day and was like, Todd is solid. Did you see his calves?
But they would always tell her, we
he wants
need
to
him
be on
on the
softball
team.
team, like baseball, all that.
But my mom at that time, she couldn't afford the insurance if I would have broken something.
Yeah.
And obviously with 4 kids, extracurricular activities, it's a whole lot of extra stuff. You know what I got to
Travel a
do?
lot.
I got to be in the damn band. I got to be in the band because at least you're safe in the bleachers.
Yeah.
You're better off in the band, to be honest. I mean, less than
I
like, the
heard a
percentage
lot
of athletes that go
crazy
on to the next level
stuff happens at band camp.
Band camp,
I mean,
stuck their
kids in the
kids in the band. Yeah, but you're probably way more creative now than a football player. Football players like hit him again. But you're playing an instrument and you're learning music and stuff. My son started playing guitar on his own the other day, self-teaching himself.
Yep.
That's cool.
That's
I
weird.
used to do that.
I was
I
like,
wish I
bro,
had
I was
learned
like, bro, show me how to do it. And he started showing me. I was like, what the freak? You know why? Because I played football.
I'll play football.
All right, y'all. Well, I think it is time for us to wrap it up.
Yep.
Wrap it up.
All right, you
do it.
guys. So we appreciate you guys for listening in on the Real Estate Playground, episode 2 of season 2. So you can obviously follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, but also you can listen to us at Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify.
Which I find to be really cool that we've created something that's out there reaching people.
It's like a whole mouthful now. All right, you guys. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll see you guys next time.
See you.
See you at the crossroads.